Hi friends, MD Vegan. Time for my daily greens. And I have again romaine lettuce, as a handful of romaine, mini romaine. It's the one we get in Germany here. Mostly, I get that. But it's very nice. It's easy to handle. I get a 3 or 4 package of 3 or 4 mini romaines, and then I take 4 or 5 days with them, and I get my next batch of lettuce. I eat green salad every day, basically, or mostly. And I always vary the recipes depending on my leaves. This is a firm leaf. You see, it's very easy to cut, to wash, to store, to combine. It's the most favorite salad on the lettuce on the planet, I read. For these reasons, I get high nutrition, easy in every regard. You can easily combine it. And you can also put a lot of ingredients on top of it because it is always firm and crunchy. You won't harm the leaves. That's so important for a delicious green salad. The leaves have to be, you cannot mash them together or make them look wilted or something. So the romaine is just a very cool lettuce. And here I have an onion. Today I have 9 ingredients. Lettuce is first, onion second, that is number 2. Small onion, chop it into small pieces, and a tomato. When I have so many ingredients, of course I take a small amount of each. A heirloom tomato. I have here spring onion or green onion. That's like chives, but a little bit more hot. The chives are the mildest onion-like. Then green onions, these spring onions. Then the onions, the shells, different kinds of onions. Chives are my favorite oftentimes, but spring onions can be wonderful too, especially when you have a hard or firm leafy green, like the romaine. With tender leafy greens, sometimes you might use rather the chives. They're more tender, they fit better, but it's okay. And I have a nice combination here that is not usual in my cooking, but I love it. It's very good. Walnuts and green olives. It's a wonderful combination. You got to try that. Walnuts add, of course, very valuable nutrition. And with olives, you always have to be careful with the salt. Usually we eat too much salt, and that is very dangerous for our health. The most important disease globally is heart disease. People die too early. High blood pressure leads to heart disease, and with olives, when you have an olive in a salad, you might have already all the salt you can eat in a day without harming your health. So, careful with the olives, but I try to find low sodium olives. These are pretty okay. They're not too much salt, so I'm lucky with that. And I don't eat that much salt. The only salt I eat basically is in this meal. One meal a day with a large green salad. The other big meal a day is a fruit salad in the morning, somewhere, and then there is no more salt basically. And so I'm good with that. But check out, if you eat olives, which I love, careful with the salt, that's what I'm saying. And here is an avocado, and that is together also another pairing with a chili pepper, red chili pepper, a wonderful pairing. Many people know that already, especially in Mexico. Avocados and red chili peppers, a dream team. Both very healthy. And red chili pepper is an interesting story because they tell the brain you have enough salt. They don't say that, but that's the message we get by our mechanics, right? That's interesting because when you eat red chili peppers, the desire to eat salt, which is very big in humans from the history of humankind, we always had to eat more salt than we needed. We learned to store it in the body because it was a rare thing, salt, very rare, like gold. And so you didn't have salt always, but you needed to survive. So you eat more than you need, and you store it, but you can store it. And this capacity to store the salt, that's how I understood when I read about it. This capacity to store it makes you want to eat more salt. So you want to eat more salt than you need. And red chili peppers, especially the red color, the hotter the better, in that regard, makes you eat less salt. Yeah. So the dressing now, ingredient number 9, the crown of a salad maybe, is a sweet sour cashew dressing. And it is made with cashews, with apple cider vinegar, dates, and pepper and salt. That's all. And you can watch another video to find the link under this one, how to make it. It's very easy and it is very versatile, the dressing. It can be used on so many salads. You can also vary it, you can tweak it a little bit and make it fitting for all the salads. For example, a tender leafy green, I would use more water because the tender leafy greens, they don't like it heavy. So creamy dressing, heavier dressing, for example, would be rather for a firm leafy green like this one. And you see, that's a perfect amount of dressing here. This dressing is really delicious. I like the sweet and sour, the plain sweet and sour, I like that so much. And apple cider vinegar is a really powerful sour flavor. It's a biting sour flavor, different from lemon. It's really different, it's harder. And it's also sweet because there is this apple. And then there is the date and the cashew, both are sweet. Dates, of course, really sweet. And they play nicely. And then they make this with the salt and the pepper, make it really tasty and a great dressing for many salads. I always do that. I try one of different salads with a new dressing, and then I always make new recipes with that. It's a very simple trick. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video, subscribe, MD Vegan. Maybe support my mission to spread the vegan message everywhere and make a little donation. There is a thanks button under the video. I found out recently, I didn't know that. But the money goes mostly to me. Part goes to Google. But that's fair. They give so much support. I can store all my thousands of videos for free and these kind of things. I mean, that is really a great advantage. And well, I can make some advertisement now. I get some money from Google, not much. Maybe meanwhile, my channel is a little bit growing, and thanks to you, and I can have a little bit my cost for the internet. You know what I have to pay every month for the internet being online. I can slowly I can get that money from Google back. That's nothing more. I'm kind of living out of it, man. So the vegan message is my cause, and you really want to support it. I will be very happy. Make a little donation in the thanks button. And you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X.